Find a quiet space where you can sit comfortably and connect with God. I want you to close your eyes, relax your shoulders, and take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it for a moment, and then exhale slowly through your mouth. As you breathe, invite God into this moment, asking Him to guide your heart and your mind through His truth and His love. Now I want you to take a moment to recognize the jealousy you feel without judgment. Just acknowledge it and know that you're not alone. Jealousy is a very common human experience. Repeat this prayer either in your heart, in your mind, or out loud. Lord, I bring my jealousy to you. I feel this emotion, but I know it does not define me. Help me to understand it and surrender it to you. Now let's take a moment to reflect on James 3:16. For where jealousy and selfish ambition exist, there will be disorder and every vile practice. Now ask God to remove any disorder of jealousy within your heart and replace it with peace. Now take a deep breath and meditate on this truth. There is no lack in God's kingdom. God's blessings are infinite, and just because someone else has something you desire does not mean it takes away from you. A good verse for when we're feeling jealousy is Psalms 23:1. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Now as you breathe in, I want you to repeat in your head, the Lord provides. And as you exhale, I want you to repeat again in your head, I lack nothing. Let's sit here and take some deep breaths reflecting on this. Visualize God's abundant love, provision, and blessings flowing freely in the world. Imagine His gifts being poured into your life and the lives of others without limit. Just because someone else is being blessed, it does not mean that it's taking away from your blessings. Now, as you take some deep breaths, I want you to listen to this affirmation and reflect on it as you breathe. What God has for me is already mine. His timing is perfect. Now continue to breathe as we shift our focus onto gratitude. Think of the person or the situation you may feel jealous of. Instead of comparing, thank God for blessing them. Recognize that their success or their blessing is part of God's plan, and it doesn't take away from the plan God has for you. continue breathing, take big, deep breaths in and long, slow exhales out. I want you to pray with me. Lord, I thank you for the blessings you have given to others. Help me to celebrate with them and trust that you are working in my life too. Romans 12:15 says, "Rejoice with those who rejoice." Feel the joy of releasing jealousy and replacing it with genuine celebration for yourself and for others. Continue to breathe and remember that we must trust in God's plan. Let's take a deep breath and reflect on Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you future and a hope. God's plan for you is unique. What He has in store for you cannot be taken by anyone else. Rest in the assurance that He knows what you need and when you'll need it. Now, as you breathe in, I want you to remember that God is faithful. As you exhale, whisper, I trust His plans for me. Now I want you to feel peace settling in your heart as you release jealousy and replace it with trust and with faith. Now continue to breathe as we end in this prayer. Lord, thank you for reminding me of your abundance and perfect plan. Help me to focus on my path and celebrate others without comparison. I trust you to provide for me in your time and in your way. Amen. Now take a few more deep breaths, and when you're ready, gently open your eyes. I want you to carry this sense of trust in the Lord and gratitude with you throughout your day. Remember that someone else's blessings and someone else's good is not going to take away from yours. The Lord has infinite blessings for all of us.